Go ahead and call this meeting to order. I'll note for the record that all members of council are present and accounted for, except for Councilman Binder this evening. And as always, we begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. So if you're able, please stand and join us. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. First this evening, we'll be taking care of a couple of board and commission appointments. So if our appointees could meet me out front, please, right here in front of the dais. It didn't say on my agenda whether these were individual appointments.
Yes, sir, they are.
They are individual
Yes.
appointments. So we'll begin. First in my order is Mayor Pro Tem Merkel for the Planning Commission.
Yes, sir, Mr. Mayor, I'd make a motion tonight to approve the appointment of Catherine Rocco to the vacant seat that I hold for the Planning Commission.
Does that have to be voted on?
It does not, Mr. Mayor.
Just confirming. Okay, thank you very much. And the next will be the Design Review Board appointment by Councilman Hypes.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, and if I may, while I've got the microphone, to announce the appointment, I'd like to publicly thank Mr. Fergal Brady for all his years of work and dedication on the Planning Commission, and I'd like to publicly thank Katie Rocco, who was my appointment on the Design Review Board, for her work and dedication and passion she brought to that position, and I know she'll do great on Planning Commission. And then lastly, my appointment is Mr. Eric Rowan. He is a many years ago Syracuse grad with a bachelor's in architecture. He holds an MBA. He's president of McKibben Places, located right here in downtown Alpharetta. He's a longtime Alpharetta resident, recently relocated to downtown. And I see that he's here with his lovely wife, Stacy, so I'm real proud to appoint Mr. Eric Rowan to the Design Review Board.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So we'll do this all together. Just make it that much easier, and you have a copy of what I'm going to recite. And if you will, just recite after me. We'll just make it a little easier so you can read as you recite. And please fill in your commission and your name as appropriate. So this is this oath of office for the city of Alpharetta, Georgia. It begins I, and then state your names. Y'all can go at the same time.
I, Katie Rocco.
I, Eric Rowan.
Okay. Hereby accept the honor of serving as a board member of the, and then insert the board you're serving on.
Hereby accept the honor. You're set together?
Sure.
Hereby accept the honor of serving as a board member of the Planning Commission
of the Design Review Board
of the city of Alpharetta, Georgia.
of the city of Alpharetta, Georgia.
I do solemnly swear or affirm that
I do solemnly swear or affirm that
I am not the holder of any unaccounted for public money due to this state or any political subdivision or authority thereof.
I am not the holder of any unaccounted for public money due to this state or any political subdivision or authority thereof.
State just wants to make sure that you don't owe them any money before you assume this position. I am qualified to hold said office according to the Constitution and laws of Georgia.
I am qualified to hold said office according to the Constitution and laws of Georgia.
And I shall support the Constitution and laws of the state of Georgia and the Constitution and laws of the United States of America.
and I shall support the Constitution and laws of the state of Georgia and the Constitution and laws of the United States of America.
Further, I do solemnly swear or affirm that I shall
Further, I do solemnly swear or affirm that I shall
faithfully perform the duties of a, insert your board name and member,
faithfully perform the duties of a planning commission member,
faithfully perform the duties of a design review board member,
regularly attend meetings,
regularly attend meetings,
uphold the ideals of community and service,
uphold the ideals of community and service,
act and conduct business in accordance with the city's code of ethics and conduct,
act and conduct business in accordance with the city's code of ethics and conduct, and
support the charter and laws of the city of Alpharetta, Georgia.
support the charter and laws of the city of Alpharetta.
Sworn the 7th day of August, 2023.
So sworn the 7th day of August, 2023.
Congratulations, it's
Thank you.
official. Thank you for your service.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations, that's all.
Yeah. We have a proclamation next, and I'll ask Councilman Dorito to join me up front along with Mr. Sisevich and his fellow crews.
Thank you, Mayor and Council. Tonight's the proclamation is 811, or for other purposes, call before you dig. And this wonderful team I have over here with Jason, Lewis, and Randy, they're responsible for making sure that locates do get taken care of properly. People submit a permit, they inspect it, and make sure that none of our utilities are hit during construction.
Thank you very much. Councilman Dorito, would you like to say anything? Anyone? I'm good. Okay. Well, then I'll just be real quick and recite this proclamation on behalf of this proclamation for 811 Day. A proclamation by the mayor and the council of the city of Alpharetta, Georgia, 811 Day. Whereas in 2005, the Federal Communications Commission designated the number 811 to create a simple number that contractors, homeowners, and other professionals could use to contact utility operators to request the location of underground lines before digging underground. And whereas, unfortunately, each year in Georgia, underground infrastructure is damaged thousands of times by individuals who do not locate underground lines prior to digging, which causes service interruptions, environmental damage, and even safety concerns. And whereas the North Fulton Utility Coordinating Committee, an organization dedicated to preventing damage to underground utilities in our community, heavily promotes the importance of National 811 Day notification system and how using 811 can help prevent damage within our community. And whereas by using safe digging practices and contacting 811, contractors and professionals working in Alpharetta can help Alpharetta residents and business owners not only save time and money, but also help keep our infrastructure safe and connected. Therefore, we, the mayor and the city council of the city of Alpharetta, Georgia, do hereby proclaim August 11th, 2023 to be 811 Day in the city of Alpharetta, and encourage everyone working and living in the city of Alpharetta to do their part to prevent dangerous and disruptive accidents by contacting 811 before digging. So proclaimed this 7th day of August 2023 by the mayor and the city council of the city of Alpharetta, Georgia. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, sir.
So the next item up on our agenda this evening will be the consent agenda, and the consent agenda consists of 4 items, I believe, 3 items. So first item on the consent agenda is the City Council work session minutes from July 17th, 2023. Second is City Council meeting minutes for the meeting of July 17th, 2023. And the alcoholic beverage license applications, which there are 3 of these, PH-23-AB-14, SJ Market Holdings, LLC, DBA Jack's Feed Store, 241 South Main Street, Alpharetta, Georgia, 30009. Second item being PH-23-AB-15, Ikigai Nikkei, LLC, DBA Little Tokyo Sushi and Grill, 5815 Windward Parkway, Unit 209, Alpharetta, Georgia, 30005. And PH-23-AB-16, Ponco Alpharetta, LLC, 220 South Main Street, Suite J, Alpharetta, Georgia, 30005. Is there anyone on council who would like to remove anything? There is a Part D. That was right. I just got a little confused on the numbering there. So the last item on the consent agenda is the Atlee Developer Agreement. Consideration of the approval of a private developer agreement for the Atlee subdivision between the City of Alpharetta, Georgia, and the Providence Group, GRBK, Haynes, LLC. Now, Councilman Will.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to remove the City Council work session minutes of July 17th, as well as the City Council meeting minutes of July 17th, as I was not here.
Okay. Anyone else? That being said, do I have any public comments on the consent agenda?
We do not, Mr. Mayor.
However, if anyone would like to come forward, now's your opportunity. Seeing none, we'll close public comment on the consent agenda. Do I have a motion?
Yes, sir, Mr. Mayor, I'd offer a motion tonight under the consent agenda with one adjustment of removing A, City Council work session minutes, and 2, City Council meeting minutes from July 17th.
Second.
We have a motion by Mayor Pro Tem Merkel, a second by Councilman Mitchell, and that was to approve the consent agenda as amended in the motion. Any discussion? All those in favor of approving the motion, please vote yes. Otherwise, vote accordingly. And it does pass unanimously. Now, would we like to take up the item of the minutes that were withdrawn from the original motion?
Yes, sir, Mr. Mayor, make a motion to,
You gonna make a motion on something that you're gonna abstain from?
why am I abstaining from it?
You weren't here either.
Okay, well then back up.
Mayor,
I didn't,
I didn't realize it was that long ago.
Mayor, I'll make a motion to, under the consent agenda, to approve item A and B, City Council work session minutes of July 17th, and City Council meeting minutes of July 17th.
And I'll second that motion.
We have a motion by Councilman Dorito, a second by Councilman Mitchell, and that was to approve the motion for the minutes of the work session and the council meeting as outlined in the motion. Do we have any comments?
No public comments.
No public comments? Is there anyone who would like to comment? Seeing no one come forward, we'll close public comment on the minutes. All those in favor of the motion, please vote yes. Otherwise, vote accordingly. And it does pass unanimously. I think we are all good. So we'll move on to the new business portion of tonight's meeting now. And first item will be the contract award for request for proposal. That's item 23-110, emergency medical services, equipment and supplies. Director Robinson, you have the floor.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. We are requesting approval for RFP 23-110 to Boundtree Medical for medical supplies. The approximate cost is $60,000, and this is used to purchase emergency medical equipment and supplies for our fire team.
Any questions for Director Robinson? Thanks, sir.
Thank you.
Ms. Shapiro, do we have any public comment cards?
We do not, Mr. Mayor.
However, if anyone would like to speak on this item, now's your opportunity. Seeing none, we'll close public comment. Do I have a motion from council?
Mr. Mayor, make a motion to approve the award of RFP 23-110 to Boundtree Medical LLC and Henry Schein, Inc. in order to purchase emergency medical equipment, supplies, and authorize the mayor to execute all necessary documents.
I have a motion by Councilman Will and a second by Councilman Hypes, and that is to approve the award of RFP 23-110 to Boundtree Medical LLC as outlined by Councilman Will. Any discussion? All those in favor, please vote yes, otherwise vote accordingly. And the item does pass unanimously. So the next item up on our agenda will be the purchase approval for Mimecast email, web security, and cybersecurity training with Veranext. Mr. Montgomery, you have the floor.
Tonight's item is the approval of the annual renewal of our Mimecast security system, which includes email filtering and user awareness training. There were 3 quotes offered. We went with the recommending the lowest quote, which was Veranext.
Any questions for Mr. Montgomery? Councilman Will?
How you
Yes,
doing,
sir.
Adam? Just out of curiosity, this is a renewal, but we still took quotes for the contract, or did we change vendors?
It's paid annually, and so we're not changing any vendors. It's the, we just, well, Mimecast doesn't change. Who we buy it through, I couldn't tell you who we bought it through last year. Every year we do a competitive procurement of the renewal. And so this year, excuse me, Veranext won it.
And so we don't know who did it last year? Just,
I don't know off the top of my head, I'm sorry.
okay, all right, thank you.
Any other questions for Mr. Montgomery? I don't really have a question, but I'll just say that when I use that software, it always asks me if this has been helpful. And quite honestly, it's never been helpful. So I always push the down button saying, no, it really wasn't, because it always seems to filter out emails that are people that always email me and have for years. So just thought I'd pass along that feedback.
That's good feedback, thank you.
Ms. Shapiro, do we have any public comment cards?
We do not, Mr. Mayor.
However, if anyone would like to come forward and speak on this item, now's your chance. Seeing none, we'll close public comment. Do I have a motion from council?
Yes, sir, Mr. Mayor. I'd like to make a motion that we approve the purchase of Mimecast email, web security, cybersecurity training, and Veranext in an amount not to exceed $51,222.22.
Second?
We have a motion by Councilman Mitchell, a second by Councilman Dorito, and that was to approve the purchase approval for Mimecast email as outlined by Councilman Mitchell. Any discussion? Councilman Will.
Yeah, I just questioning, we just made a motion to approve not to exceed 51,222, but it appears the recommendation is for 52,222.
The amounts are different on my, that's a good point. Do you know what that is, Adam?
Looking at the quote, it's the 51,222.
Okay.
That was your motion?
It was.
My motion was for 51,222.
Okay, so that's just a clerical error on the 52,000 number. Thank you for the clarification. Thank you for bringing that up, Councilman Will. Any other discussion? All those in favor of approving the motion for the Mimecast email, web security, and cybersecurity, please vote yes. Otherwise, vote accordingly. And that does pass unanimously. So that'll conclude the new business portion of tonight's meeting. And as always, we have an opportunity for public comment. So, Ms. Shapiro, do we have any public comment cards?
We do not, Mr. Mayor.
However, if anyone would like to come forward with a public comment, now's your opportunity. Seeing no one come forward, we'll close public comment. Do we have any reports this evening? Councilman Will.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, I want to do a quick congratulations to the following members of the Alpharetta Fire Department. Michael Bichero has been promoted this last week to Fire Apparatus Engineer. Marshall Van Noos was also promoted to Fire Apparatus Engineer. And for those of you who don't know what that is, because I didn't know it either, he gets to drive those big engines that all the kids wave at when he goes by, so that's pretty cool. Alex Gonzaga got promoted to lieutenant. Dan Moore got promoted to captain. And most of you know Lieutenant Doug French. He retired after 26 years of service with Alpharetta, so congratulations to him on his retirement.
Thank you very much, sir. Any other reports this evening? Seeing none, and I am told we do not have need for an executive session this evening.
Motion to adjourn.
We have a motion to adjourn by Councilman Hypes. Do we have a second? Second. Second by Councilman Will. All those in favor of adjourning the meeting, please vote yes. It does pass unanimously. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations. You have attended one of the shortest meetings we've had in a long, long time.
And Mayor and Council, I have one document for you all to sign this evening.